Welcome. At the second part, Alexander the Great's closest to Diado.
And you, unbreakable Antigonus.
We'll begin Antigonus. He was born in year 382 BC. He was fighting in army of Philip II, and then he went with Alexander to Persia. After the death of Alexander, he gained several satraps in small Asia from Perdiccas, but soon after, he made Perdiccas his enemy, because he refused to give Eunomos his satraps. Perdiccas was killed in year 321 BC by his own soldiers. Eumenos meanwhile fled to a fortress in Cappadocia. Eumenos then fled to fortress and he made himself a new army. But in year 317 BC he was betrayed and he was handed over to the Antigonus, who killed him. He then went to Babylon, which was under control of Seleucus. Seleucus then fled to Ptolemaios, and he made an alliance with Lysimachus, Cassander, and Ptolemaios against the Antigonus. The first war between them ended in a stalemate. The second one was won by Antigonus' son Demetrius, and after this war they both made themselves kings. But after some years the alliance went to war with Antigonus again. Antigonus lost in Battle of Ipsus in year 301 BC. It was his only battle that he lost, and he died in it. Eumenos. Eumenos was born in year 362 BC. He was secretary for Philip II and Alexander the Great, and he took care for finances. He accompanied Alexander to Asia. After Alexander's death, he became satrap of Paphlagonia and Cappadocia. Cappadocia wasn't fully conquered, so Perdiccas ordered Antigonus to fully conquer the territory, but Antigonus ignored it. Craterus and Antipatros then decided to conquer Cappadocia, so they went into battle against Eumenos. Eumenos managed to defeat Craterus, whom died on his wounds after a while after the battle. In this battle, Eumenos also managed to defeat Argeaspids, the elite guard of Philip II. He defeated them by telling his troops that they are new soldiers. This angered the Macedonians. After assassination of Perdiccas, he fled to Nor, fortress in Cappadocia. Eumenos then went to east and he reassembled a new army. He defeated Antigonus for 2 times, but Antigonus managed to capture his camp with all men's wives and all the loot. The soldiers gave Eumenos to the Antigonus for all their women and all the loot. Eumenos was then killed by Antigonus. Eumenos was probably the last person who wanted to reunify Alexander's empire under Alexander's son, Alexander IV, and under his dynasty, the Argeoi, Demetrius. He was born in year 336 BC to Antigonus. In year 312 BC, he went to war with Ptolemaios, but he lost at the Battle of Gaza. After an unsuccessful campaign against Babylon and several campaigns against Ptolemaios, he successfully captured Athens. He then went to defeat Ptolemaios' brother Menelaos. This happened around the year 306 BC, and in the same year he became king together with his father Antigonus. He then went to conquer Rhodos, but he failed. The people of Rhodos then built a Colossus of Rhodos, one of 7 wonders of the world. His father then lost in Battle of Ipsus. Demetrius managed to flee to Ephesus, but he still held a massive naval power. He then asked Seleucus for help, but he betrayed him and captured him. Demetrius died after 3 years in captivity, probably from drinking too much alcohol. His body was handed to Antigonus II, his son, who buried him. His dynasty then ruled Greece until being conquered by Rome.
And Hephaestion.
Hephaestion. He was a Macedonian general, close friend to Alexander the Great, and his lover. Relationship between them was like a relationship between Achilles and Patroclus. Also, he was really successful in Alexander's 10 years campaign. He supported Alexander in his tries to assimilate Greek and Persian cultures. He died 8 months before Alexander's death. Alexander then wanted from Sivan Oraculum to make him a god. Even at the time of Alexander's own death, he still planned to create statues and memorial places for him.
Cross 100 more rivers.
Craterus. He was born in year 370 BC. He went with Alexander into Persia. He met many successes, mainly in Battle of Issus and in India. When Alexander was on his deathbed, he gave Perdiccas his ring and told him, "To the strongest." But some speculate that he meant this like he's giving his empire to Craterus, because words "to the strongest" are said in Greek Kratistoi. Craterus then died in year 321 BC in battle against Eumenos. Perdiccas was born in year 365 BC. After that of Hephaestion, he got his place. Alexander gave him his ring on his deathbed. He was for keeping Alexander's empire united. He was also made regent for Alexander's unborn son, Alexander IV. His most loyal ally was Eumenos. In year 322 BC, Olympias, Alexander's mother, gave him the chance to marry Alexander's sister, Cleopatra. He then set Antigonus to conquer Cappadocia for Eumenos. He ignored it. Perdiccas then called Antigonus to come to Babylon to tell him why he did not conquer Cappadocia. But Antigonus fled to Ptolemaios to Egypt. Here, he allied with Ptolemaios and other Diadoches. After some losses, he was assassinated in his own tent. I hope that you liked those two videos. If you want to see more videos like this, give like and subscribe. Goodbye.